So, my life. What can I say? I've come full circle. Understanding the trials and tribulations of what's going on in life and what's expected of me as a man. Not a little boy pretending to be a man, but a man. Because you gotta think about it. We're not born or raised with a father figure at all. So our role models drinking 40 bottles. So we have to learn this shit as we go. And unfortunately, some of us make mistakes that cost us time away from our children, stunts our growth. Let me check to make sure this is working right. So I am here giving my testimony of how my life turned out. As of today, I've been out 16 years, 5 months, 20 days, 32 hours, and counting. So my journey has been very interesting. Very interesting. Just want to say thank you for tuning in today. Today is a different day of momentum expressions and understanding and things, and I've come a long way. This is the Serenity Prayer I wear on my neck. So, 16 years I've been free. And the first few years I got taken advantage of by people I thought were friends. And I found out later on they were just frenemies. Now I know the difference between friends, frenemies, associates, and acquaintances. See, we use that friend label too loosely. Oh, she's my friend. Oh, he's my friend. You don't even know that motherfucker. Matter of fact, he don't even know himself. Got you, America. Real shit. So today is going to be real talk for real situations. Paper Dreams Productions. I'm your host, December Make Amends Demoye. Yay, yay. And just coming to confess, life is a constant journey. It's a constant awakening, you know. And you can choose to do good in life or do bad in life. There is no in between. You know, so many of us are so fortunate and so blessed. And we take everything for granted. We take time, we take people, we take moments for granted. People in the penitentiary, which is where I came from, I'm not glorifying it. People who got life sentences, I know personally in prison, they still wear a watch. They ain't going nowhere. But isn't it ironic? They got life sentences and they still wear a watch to keep what time it is. It's all about sanity. It's all about understanding the chemical makeup of man and one man. So we have to sometimes ponder and wonder and do a self-reflection, so to speak. And ask yourself, why was I born? Just to grow up, be a thug, be a gangster, have children, get married, die? Is that it? Think about that. Why were you born? Why that out of 6 million sperm fighting to get to that egg? Why did you make it? Huh? There's got to be a purpose for your life. And so many of us are content with just going on our daily drive, our daily life, going to work, coming home, doing what around the house, kids, go to sleep, watch a little TV. Me, personally, I strive for a understanding of life. I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to grow. I'm eager to know. Before, I was so lost and illiterate and confused and angry, domineering and dangerous that I didn't give a fuck. Grew with this mentality that the world owed me something, so I'm gonna go get it by any means necessary. So yes, the answer is correct. I too, like hundreds of thousands, fell into this genocidal self-destruction trap. I talk about it all the time in some other videos that I'm going to put out later on at a later date. But today, I just want to say thank you to the higher power, to God, whoever you believe in, that I'm waking up another day of life. I have a job. I'm doing well. I'm humbled and blessed and thankful and appreciative of everything I get, every person I meet, every hug I allow to hug someone, grow, to know. 16 years, 22 days, 28 hours, and a wake up. I've been free. Free physically and mentally. There's a big difference, because there's people who have never been in prison physically, but they're in prison mentally. And you can't tell them nothing. They know everything. They know everything. You can show them some wisdom or show them something gingerly, hold them by the hand, and they know everything. And I know I mentioned it before in this segment, but I've learned the difference between frenemies, friends, associates, and acquaintances. We use that friendship or that friend label too loosely in this world. Too loosely. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your brother. Everybody don't love you. They love you or like you or will be around you as long as you're satisfying their need or if they're going to get something out of it. So many people are leeches on the smallest things, and you won't know who they are until something big catastrophe happens in your life where they need to show and prove. Your girl need to show and prove. Your dude need to show and prove. Think about this for a minute, America. Bernie Mac, my boy, rest in peace, love you. Man, I miss you, man. So, think about this for a second. And this is just me sharing some stuff that I've learned. I'm no professor. I'm a ghetto kid from the inner city of Oakland, California, raised in Redding, Stockton, Sacramento, Lodi, Tracy, Bakersfield, San Francisco, Portland, Oregon. My grandmother raised 4 boys and she traveled a lot. So I'm versed in a lot of different areas or regions of the world where all types of different people mass up, and I've learned to adapt to my surroundings. My daddy was named Johnny Colvin out of Pittsburgh, California. And my research recently, when I finally became free mentally, found out that he died at 65. And I have 18 brothers and sisters out there somewhere, and I'm the oldest. I repeat, his name was Johnny Coven from Pittsburgh, California. Anyway, I've learned that in school, life and school are similar. And life is like chess a little bit. But let me talk to you about the school part. In each time that you have to transfer or level up to a different grade, what do you have to take first? That's correct. A test. Everything starts with a test. Well, some things start with a taste, if you know what I mean. But anyway, starts with a test. So think about this for a minute. And it might sound kind of shallow, but at the end of the day, you're gonna see I'm telling the truth. We won't know who's who and what's what until we test that person, male or female, old or young, right? You won't know if this dude is loyal to you until you test him. You won't know if this lady is loyal to you until you test her. Now, I'm not saying be sneaky and conniving and put a woman or a man to the test, but there are certain situations where you are allowed to, by very simple circumstances, to test that person or persons. Then if they pass the test or fail the test, then you know what's what. A lot of times we get friends and frenemies and associates and homies and homegirls and partners and road dogs and my niggas and all that kind of shit, and we never test them because they never been put in a position to show their true colors, to show who they really are. People can talk all this talk and walk around and carry their guns and act all buff and smooth and smoke and do all the gangster shit. Okay, cool, that's all fine and dandy. But the real tests come. The real tests come when they're put in a position where they have no other choice but to show their true character. Unfortunately, I haven't put in those tests, and I don't know if I passed or failed, but for the most part, I'm still living. I've kept things to myself for years, still won't ever tell. I kept situations where could put many people under the jail cell. Put me under the jail cell. I mean, put me so far, my boys say, put you so far in the penitentiary where they got pumped sunlight to your ass. Constantly. Had nothing to do with no code of ethics or no gangster code. It's just who I am. It's who I'm made of. This is how I was born. I don't see any inclination to tell anybody's business for any reason. Now we got the popular show, The First 48. And we got all these other shows that really give you an inside scoop on the life of criminals, situations where they get caught, where they are facing a life sentence or 15, 20 years, they can't see their kids, they threaten a woman, we take your kids to child protective services, all this other bullshit, all these tactics that they use. And all these so-called gangsters fail the test, men and women. And that's on them. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just telling you what I see from abroad. Now, the reason I brought that up is this. When I got out, I was tested. And sometimes when you go to penitentiary for making a mistake, committing a crime, falling into the trap that they set for us, genocidal, destructive trap, and they call it survival crimes now, but they put us in situations where we have no other choice but to do what we do. Get it how we live. So we do what we need to do. But they have perpetuated that situation globally. So when I got out, hoping to see good, wholesome, good people in my circle, I was wrong. Now, I may hark on this a little bit too much, and I'm almost over it, but a so-called friend of me or associate or acquaintance of mine, ex of mine, got me to relinquish credit cards and cash money of excess of $70,000. Yeah, $70,000. I was doing that well. out of the penitentiary, got on my feet, went to a community college, got a job, went back to the parole board, asked for a early release based on the positiveness that I'm doing, going to college, having a good job, staying out of trouble, paying my fines, reporting on time. And trust. See, you want to do good. You want to have somebody in your corner that you can trust. But the word trust is not existing anymore. Common sense is not even existing anymore. So, that being said, $40,000. Now think about that for a minute. Excuse me, not 40, 70,000, sorry. 40,000 in cash, other 30,000 was in credit cards. Okay, so think about that for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say ladies and gentlemen, or I say America, I'm giving homage to Bernie Mac. Think about that. If I could go to prison at 20 years old, committing a stupid crime, get out when I'm 36, and 4 or 5 years later, be able to have a credit card line or able to get $40,000 in cash on a personal loan, and then have two $15,000 credit cards after doing that amount of time. What does that tell you? So again, not harking on anybody else for what they do, but I'm just showing you an example from me that it's possible. All this bullshit about they ain't gonna hire me, I'm an ex-convict, I got too many tattoos and all this bullshit, I got them everywhere. It's all about your tenacity, your drive, and your ambition and determination. It's a choice. All this shit is a choice. Now that we know the game, ladies and gentlemen, of all races and of people I'm talking to, all races, now that we know the game, especially us have-nots, us ghetto children, us so-called ghetto bastards of America, once you know the game, you know how to play it. So there's no excuse for you to say to your baby mama, to your baby daddy or family members, I can't get a break, I'm an ex-convict, yada yada. No, that's bullshit. That's your choice. But unfortunately, we still gonna love you. So yeah, back to the point at hand, 70,000 because I trusted him. And now I have to start all over. And it's fine. How I look at it, $70,000 lesson. You hear me? So now that I know what not to do, because I didn't know, because I'm thinking, okay, this is my boy. We did time together. I'm part of the family. Didn't see it coming. Smokescreen, drama, bullshit, strip clubs, cocaine, wasting money, bad deals, bad partnerships. They take from him, he take from me. And I wasn't the only one, okay? But lesson learned. So now that I learned that lesson, and I'm just now getting back on my feet, struggling to get back up there, that 70,000 is going to turn into 170,000. Why? Because I know my personal power and my potential, and I put myself around positive people who's going places. See all them P's, player? Recognize. But now I'm gonna double that, triple that. And when I get it, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it with those who want it, who also have ambition and determination and want to do something with their life. Because I don't give a fuck about money. Money don't make me. Clothes don't make me. Guitars don't make me. None of this shit. This shit means nothing. It's materialistic. When you die, this shit goes to the next person. What matters is the core of your heart, in your soul. who you are as a human being, how you treat people. So it is, I try not to hold grudges. I try to forgive. I try to watch out for certain signs and keep my antennas up, keep my mind sharp and my ears open, my mouth shut. I just listen and learn and watch. But today I just wanted to put my little equipment up and take the time to just share some of my experiences with you, if you care to listen, if you care to watch. Don't cost you anything. I'm working on my documentary, which is going to be out this year, hopefully. This is 2021, by the way. Yeah, I made it. Made it, player. Made it. But, yeah, the documentary is called First Degree Fool. Because that's what I was. I was a fool, and I committed a crime of first degree attempted murder in 1992. And what's so ironic about the documentary / the book is the victim in this case. You're really gonna trip you out on this one. The victim, now, there's 7 or 8 or 6 prisons in Arizona, in Florence area, Yuma, Cheyenne, whatever, Pine Top, somewhere. There's a lot of different prisons, okay? But check this out. I'm gonna tell you how God works in mysterious ways towards me. And he's blessed me and he's made my spirit grow. And he's made me learn from my mistakes. And you know, I know God is not done with me. I know he has me doing a lot of beautiful things and being somebody of substance, you know, a philanthropist, if you will, to help other people. And he's always blessed me with ideas and concepts, inventions and so forth. But God has brought me full circle. And I'm just blown away at how can God bless me so much. I'm getting kind of emotional a little bit because when you realize how blessed you are and how much you have came full circle, you want to share that with somebody. You want to have them be happy with you. You want to make every day that they have on this earth a beautiful one. And sometimes you don't, you choose or you do the wrong thing. And you got to start all over again. But I say that because I know God isn't done with me yet. And if I'm willing, with every breath in my body, and he allows me to, I'm going to bless others. Work hard, bless others is one of my mottos. But I forgot my train of thought. Oh yeah. Is this the reality of it, the epiphany of knowing that, you know, I could have been dead a long time ago. I was involved in a lot of crazy stuff growing up. My grandmother did the best she could with 4 boys. And I was lost, confused, illiterate, dangerous, and domineering. And he has brought me full circle. And I'm so thankful. My grandkids are here, son, daughters. I just want to leave this earth with people knowing that I was a great person, great human being. Give you anything off my back. Sleep in the ditches with you. Hang out with the bums on the track. When it's cold out there, I'll be at the fucking big ass trash can with the rest of them, warming my hands up. Nobody's beneath me or above me. I'm just me. I am who I am. But I just want the world to know who I am. God knows who I am. He knows where he's taking me. And if it's meant to be, I'm gonna do great things with God, with what God blesses me with. I'm an avid reader. I wanna learn everything every day. I feel if you don't learn something every day, you wasted a whole day. I don't even want to go to sleep if I could. I'd rather stay up watching YouTube or Pinterest or reading a book or a novel or something that can educate my mind, keep me sharp, you know? Start a business, sell that business and buy another business, and help another person start their business. And each one teach one. Pass it on to the next person. We're in America. This place is overflowing with opportunities. So if you choose to be lazy and lay on your ass and not do nothing, that's your choice. They have this thing that I've been working on beside my documentary, which is, my name of my documentary is called First Degree Fool, and the book is called First Degree Fool. And then I have another one called Where I Come From. And I have another book that tells you my sexual conquests when I was young and still this age. It's called To Come at All Cost. Crazy shit. And writing books now is so streamlined. It's so easy now that it's all you need is the time. All you need is the time to do it. I have a regular 9 to 5, so I have to work. But I'm learning about time management. I'm learning about certain hours, time here, time this, family time, hangout time, workout time, meditating time. Reading time. I'm learning, like I said, I'm getting acclimated to society. I said I've been out 16 years and some change after doing 15 years flat. 1 year in the county jail, 14 years in penitentiary. They sentenced me to 21 years was my sentence. And I've ran across a lot of YouTubers and people, prison talk and prison people that I will plan on meeting them and being a part of their YouTube family, supporting them, helping them out, telling them my story. But back to the question at hand. So out of 7 or 8 prisons in Arizona, the victim in this case, he was placed on the same yard as me 8 years later or 7 years later. Now when he committed this crime, or I committed this crime, he gets in, I was a little bitty skinny thing, probably 125, 140. This guy swole. That's when he had weights. Big dude. Built like Tukey a little bit. Rest in peace, Tukey. Miss you, bro. Pay homage to all the OGs, man. I don't give a fuck what they did. They were human beings. They made a mistake and they changed, and you still killed them. Fuck you. Anyway, I gotta calm down. Cause I know people can change. I've seen it. I know cats right now who did 30 years. 25 years and they're out and they're free and they've changed. They're not the same person they were. They don't want to do nothing wrong. You understand me? They don't even want to jaywalk. You feel me? Scared to death. Prison is a fucking reality check. So they put him on the yard where I was. Or should I say God put him on the yard where I was. Make a long story short, met him. He didn't know who I was, he didn't recognize me. Now he was all shrunken up, cracked out, looking terrible, but I recognized him, I knew who he was. Walked up to him, told him who I was. He was all scared and panicking. I said, hey man, relax bro. I'm not here to hurt you, I'm here to apologize to you. Couldn't believe it. Cause he's from the old school, the old code where you don't apologize. Motherfucker come and testify on you, you handle your business. I was given the green light to do what I had to do. But I chose not to. I was given the tools and the green light to handle my business, but I chose not to because that was not me anymore. My mindset, my soul had changed. Long story short, he showed me the scars where the bullet holes were. I was very humble, very remorseful, bowing my head down. Man, I'm so sorry, I was wrong, I was a young kid. I thought you had a gun. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I can't cross my legs like this because my nut sack, it'll be scrunched all up. Sorry, y'all. So, but anyway, so apologized to him. We talked and he was finally, relaxed a little bit. Told the COs that I was his cousin or nephew. Bought him store, looked out for him. The COs would let me go visit my uncle. And so, you know, but previously before that, I remember writing his mother and father, apologizing to them for what I did to their son. So my internal, is the word I'm looking for, to be totally reformed or rebuilt started long ago before I even ran into him. But what are the odds of that, ladies and gentlemen? And all the prisons, he comes to mine. Excuse me. He comes to the prison where I was at. That's when I knew God had plans for me. All I have to do is be quiet, pay attention, listen, learn, and grow, and aspire to be what they don't want us to be, which is successful. So I met him, apologized to him, and long story short, he didn't believe that I was going to let things go. I wasn't going to do any harm to him. And he rolled up or PC'd up, told the COs or the correctional officers, hey, I can't be on this yard. The guy that shot me or I went to trial against on this yard, so he moved him. But guess what? I had the opportunity to apologize and say, I'm sorry, with all my heart and muster. So my thing, as I was saying earlier, before the cameras went off on me, when you're out there in the free world and you have no structure, no understanding, nobody really telling anything, you don't listen to nobody, you learn about life the hard way. No mama, no dad, you know, no nothing around. You just running amok. Everything's a blur. You don't have time to listen. But when you fuck up really bad, you either lose your life or you go to prison. Let me hide this microphone a little bit. This is trying to make it look professional. Excuse me, y'all. I hope it's out of the way. But anyway, so no one's perfect. We're born in a situation where it's designed for us to lose, to fail, to fall, to fumble, to break hearts, create children, dog people out, doggy dog world. From the Bronx to San Francisco, from Canada to Oakland. It's the same type of atmosphere, mentality, and anger and struggle and hustle and get it while you can type of attitude. But once you learn the game, as Pac say, it's not a game anymore. Now you know the rules. So for you to ignore those rules and regulations and fuck up, that's nothing but a choice. I myself am blessed. A lot of my high school friends, homegirls, they have passed away, and I miss every single one of them every day. There's always a mirror of something that you can learn from, gather from, share. What bothers me is a lot of these older heads, not a lot of them, some of them, they don't have time to share their wisdom or to teach us anything. It's all about them. Get theirs while they can. Take, gimme, and don't give shit back. Use and abuse and throw it away, dog it out, you know what I mean? And just be foul, you know? So I'm blessed, never stressed. Well, I think that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. America. I'm on to another journey now. I just appreciate my blessings. I appreciate everything I'm given. Every person I hug, touch, meet, talk to, see. I'm blessed. I'm humbled. Hardworking and humbled. I don't take nothing personal, no grudges, no vindictiveness, no larceny in my heart. I just want to live. I want to have a peace of mind. I want to grow. I want to help. I want to feed, clothe. I don't care about no fortune and fame, no fancy cars, clothes, or houses. Just let me live and grow and be here for my children and grandchildren and leave a legacy of power and positiveness to the fullest. That's it. Little short story. People really don't know this, but I still am, but I was even more so then. I was a prolific writer. I was so good at writing that in prison, a lot of guys who couldn't write, hardly even read, they would pay me to get a picture of their girl or their girlfriend, whatever it was, in a letter, and they would pay me to write a letter to them for them. And I was putting it down, man, so much. I used to have calluses on my fingers where the pencil laid against my hand and skin for so long. I was proud of that callus. It's gone now. But the dictionary became my best friend. And I was responsible for like 3 marriages in prison. True story. I'm sure they didn't last when they got out because they realized that that person that they were writing all those months and years or was writing wasn't the same person in the letter. So I do apologize to the ladies for deceiving them at that time. I didn't see any fault in it, but yeah, I think 3 or maybe I would say 3 marriages happened in a penitentiary out in visitation area because of my letters. Because these guys couldn't read or write that well, and they would pay me. And I would do it. I love doing it. I love getting into the mood with the music, had my headphones on, the picture of the lady. I read her 5-page letter. I would respond to all her questions and add my own little stuff into it, my little romantic thug type stuff. You know. And I might do a little small documentary movie about that too. But I am going to do a remake documentary or a little short film of my crime. And maybe I'll put it on YouTube and people can say, if you were in this position and this was done to you and this chain of events happened, what would you do? You know? I think that'd be pretty cool. But like I said, I've come a long way in my journey. And again, love is universal. Peace.